Okay, so this is my reflection over fractions. It's going to be a reflection too. For this assignment, I did an assessment over a student, and they, well, first I wrote a plan for it in which I said that I was going to check and make sure that the student um, had a grasp on how to use fractions and solve math situations concerning fractions according to the TEKS Math 6.4 E through G, which says they can represent ratios and percents with concrete models, fractions and decimals, represent benchmark fractions and percents, as well as generate equivalent forms of fractions, decimals, and percents using real world problems. So I made a page with some math situations on it in which the student had to choose the answers and in one write the problem on their own or figure it out on their own. And my student did very well. She got 100, but actually this is the I guess this is where sixth graders would be with fractions, and I tested it on an eighth grader just to see as well, and he didn't do very well. So just because one student knows how to do it doesn't mean that they all need to do it. And I think that for an assessment plan, if she hadn't done one well, that I would have wanted to work on a certain area with her. Say if she, for the word situation, the real world, I wrote, if there are 18 students and 6 are absent, what is the most simplified fraction that can show this? She wrote 6 over 18 equals 3/9 equals 1/3, which is correct. The other student, I believe he wrote 6 over 18, but then he wrote 1/6. So I would just work on simplifying with him and going over probably introducing the common factors as well. I found from these results that she knows her stuff. If anything, I would just use these to really know that I could challenge her or do more difficult problems if need be to just move her along even more and get her more prepared for the next grade, and any student in that case, because at this point, I mean, she's just so well, I feel like in my case in school, I did very well with math, and in a lot of cases, I did so well that I really was bored with it, and I needed to be challenged, and I needed harder math, and I needed more. So I think from what I got from this assessment is it would be a similar situation where she would need to be challenged as well. But yeah, just the task related to fractions was just the activity page, and my assessment plan was just to go through the TEKS that are required for the grade, and I just realized that maybe she needs a little more challenging math problems because she's bright. All right, and well, that's my reflection. Thanks.